Hi, this is my econ in the real world number 2 on externalities. For the first externality, the producer is cardboard grannies who are providing a recycling service, and the consumer is the government-subsidized cardboard recycling centers. The transaction consists of the cardboard grannies selling their collected cardboard to the collection sites for about 0.7 to 1 Hong Kong dollar per kilogram. This is a positive production externality because while the cardboard grannies collect and sell the cardboard for money, the public gets to benefit as the streets will be cleaner because the cardboard grannies act as an informal cleaning service that removes bulky waste that would otherwise be obstructive. This also reduces public cost and saves government money which would otherwise be allocated towards landfills, while also promoting a circular economy. In this photo, you can see the cardboard granny with the cardboard she's already collected, and the ones that she hasn't yet, which is now serving as an obstruction. For the graph, we are going to take the marginal private cost curve and subtract the external benefit created by the granny's labor. This is because the granny's labor provides benefits to the city that she is not fully compensated by the market price alone. The graph shows that the socially optimal point where marginal social cost equals marginal social benefit represents a higher quantity of recycling than the market equilibrium. Because the market price alone does not compensate the grannies for the cleaning that they provide, the private market underproduces the service, resulting in deadweight loss. For the market to operate at an allocatively efficient level, the grannies would need to receive a subsidy equal to the value of the external benefit they provide. In this situation, the only logical private solution would be to seek donations and NGO intervention. More NGOs can be created to allocate resources to the cardboard grannies and provide them opportunities to make more money or increase the efficiency of their cardboard collection. Such charities can also provide the grannies with better equipment for their jobs, for example, carts with better wheels to prevent the extraneous physical labor exerted on their backs. Currently, there are government subsidies in place for recycling initiatives and for cardboard grannies. They can go to a select number of recycling centers, for example, Green Act Community, which has multiple locations around Hong Kong, where they will weigh the cardboard and the grandmas will get compensated accordingly. However, while there already have subsidies in place, these are not nearly enough as the cardboard grannies are still struggling financially. A recommendation would be to increase these government subsidies and allocate more money toward fairly compensating cardboard grannies, especially considering the benefit they are bringing to society in cleaner streets, as well as helping government costs be reduced for landfills and other cleaning services. The next externality is light pollution. For this one, the seller is the building owner or advertising agency selling the advertising space. The buyer would be a business such as banks or luxury brands that consume the advertising that this advertisement provides. The transaction involves the business paying the building owner or advertising agency for visibility and marketing, which results in the seller having to operate bright external lighting for promotional purposes. As you can see in this video, these billboards are made to attract attention, but in turn also cause harm to the environment and nearby residents that is not reflected in the transaction price. This cost includes sleep disruption to nearby residents and energy waste. Hence, the externality caused by this transaction is light pollution. As you can see in this video, the lights of the building are so bright that they're reflected into the night sky, where you can see the light pollution. The firm makes its decisions based on the marginal private benefit, leading to an output where the market quantity is greater than the socially optimal quantity. For the graph, we are going to take the marginal private benefit curve and subtract the external cost to represent the advertisement's benefit to society once the cost of sleep disruption and energy waste are accounted for. The graph shows that the socially optimum point, where MSB equals MSC, is at a lower quantity than the market equilibrium. This overconsumption produces deadweight loss, as the marginal social benefit to society is significantly lower than the firm's private benefit. For the market to operate at an allocatively efficient level, the firm purchasing the ad space would need to pay a price that internalizes these external environmental and health costs. For this externality, it is really difficult to impose private solutions without control over these buildings and companies, as if one company chooses to continue to advertise this way, and all the others stop, then the ones that have stopped will have a severe disadvantage. A possible solution could involve more NGOs which can give talks and spread awareness about the harms to society and the environment caused by such advertising, hopefully appealing to corporations' social responsibility. However, as there are no legal consequences for non-compliance, not much progress can be made without government intervention. Currently, the government isn't doing much to stop this, which can be seen with Central at Night, where there is even a light show every night at 8 p.m. called the Symphony of Lights, enforced by the government to increase tourism. However, they've been relying on the Environment and Ecology Bureau, EEB, which has implemented the Charter on External Lighting, a voluntary scheme asking businesses to switch off lights from 10 or 11 p.m. up until 7 a.m. But there's not much incentive for businesses to comply, as there are no negative repercussions or consequences for not doing so. A recommendation is for the government to enforce more regulations surrounding this. For example, they could implement a Pavlovian tax to the companies proportional to their light's intensity and duration of operation after certain hours. Another potential solution could include a mandate for all advertisements and billboards to turn off their lights during certain hours, for example, from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. These are the sources that I used for my research and also for the photos that I didn't take myself in this slideshow. Thank you.